Hello, this is a short video on how to open your Blackboard Coursesites, how to get registered and set up your first course. So the first thing we're going to do is sign up, and we'll be signing up as an instructor. You're going to put in your first name, last name, and your email address. I would suggest you use your regular email address. Fill out this form. Click your institution. Give yourself a password that a username first of all, then a password. Make sure you accept, save, and continue. Then you will get a window that says Create Course. You can click on Create New Course. Now make sure you put the course number in the title and your name. You can give it any sequence of numbers that you wish, and then click Save and Continue. Click Customize Course, and this window will turn up. You can agree and go right into your course. If you click in the corner here, this will stop this window from popping up all the time. Now, once you're in your course here, you can start to customize things. So let's begin by deleting some things that we're not going to use. You can see over in the left column, Groups. If I hover over with the mouse, I can see the drop-down arrow. If I click on that drop-down arrow, I can delete that item, and it will ask me 3 times to delete it. Discussions. We're not going to be using discussions in this demonstration. So I'm clicking on Delete. Information. We're going to get rid of that section too. So we're going to click on Delete. And you should be left with Homepage, Content, Tools, and Help. So we're going to click on Content, and we're going to build ourselves a learning module. So from Build Content, we're going to come down and click on Learning Module. And for our demonstration lesson, we're just going to type in here, lesson. Submit. Now you have a learning module under the link content. We're going to click on lesson, and now we have a table of contents. We're going to build out the items that we require. So I'm going to do that again. I'm going to go up to that green button, the drop down, and we're going to click on Item. And the first item you will create is Overview. Submit. Next item is going to be your objectives. And then next comes your first of 3 learning objects. So we're just going to keep this simple and say LO1. LO2. LO3, and then finally we're going to put on the summary. So if you look in our table of contents, we have an overview, objectives, learning object 1, 2, 3, and a summary. Now, if we want to edit any one of these items, we're going to come into the item here and we're going to click on the little drop down arrow on the side there. We're going to say edit. Now here we have a regular web editor. You can type in there, and if you notice, there's not many things that you can do. It's just like a word editor. But if you go over to the right side here, you've got a double chevron. If you click that double chevron, it will open up more tools for you. So I went over to the right here and I clicked on the double chevron. So now I'm interested in one particular button here, and this button is this HTML button here. If I click on it, it will open up a pop-up window. So you must make sure that you do not have a pop-up blocker on your web browser. I'm going to cancel there again, and I'm going to go back to the HTML window right here. Okay. Now we talked about iframes. Iframes are how you can load something into this web page and allow it to sit on the page. I'm going to give you an example. I'm going to open up a new window and go to YouTube. If I click on YouTube and I click on a video right here,
here's exciting news for anyone who's ever sweat bullets over marketing videos. Why drop?
This is a marketing video. Now, if I want to, I can just copy this link. I can go back to Blackboard and I can just put the link in like so. Now, that's all very well, but for the student, they have to copy that link and paste it into the browser, and it's not very convenient. So to make things more convenient for the student, I'm going to go back to YouTube, and I'm going to scroll down until I see this option here that says Share. I'm going to click on Share, and it opens up all kinds of opportunities for me to share this on social media, and it allows me to email this, copy the link, do all kinds of other things. So the thing I'm looking for more importantly is this word embed, E-M-B-E-D, right here. I'm clicking on embed, and I can see that this code pops up. The only thing I have to do is copy this code, go back to Blackboard, click on that HTML link. I'm going to just delete that text that was in there, and I'm going to copy in the iframe. Now you can see the code begins with iframe width equals. You don't have to do anything other than copy, update, and submit your iframe. So now you can see on our overview we have this video that sits right onto the page. So if I play the video for the student, it turns up right away. That is iframing. We'll talk more in the class about iframing and how you are going to load your learning object 1, 2, and 3 using the iframe method. Okay, so one last thing I want to talk about is adding users to your course. If you come over here to users and groups and you click on users, you can add people to your course, whether it's students or other teachers. If you come up to the invite function here, you can click on users. Now you have the option, it's defaulted at the moment to student, but you can have the option to change that to instructor or student, whatever you wish. All you need is that person's email address. And then you can just type in the word join, and then an email with all the information is already completed for you down here. Everything is already here, and you just hit submit, and it will ask that person to join your course. Now, one very last thing I want to tell you about is I'm coming up here to this bar and I'm clicking on my Coursesites. This is your Coursesite account. You can build many courses in here. You can see my courses right there, HRD 647, Lyndon Godsall. If I click on my course, then I go back into it. When I'm in my course, I can come over here and click Content. When I'm in Content, I see my lesson. And this is how you're going to set your Coursesites up so that everything is in place, and you are going to be able to iframe in your learning objects using the iframe method. Remember to hover over anything on here and it'll give you the options. There's the learning module is going to be there. The items are going to be here. And also, if you want to edit something, you hover over with the mouse, edit. It will open up into the browser. Don't forget the double chevrons over on the right. The HTML button is here if you want to put in an iframe. That concludes this particular lesson.